I hope I find you all well. I was meant to post to upload in the last 2 days, but the universe wanted me to relax, chill out, which something I didn't do. And because I got some fevers, during these last 2 nights, and it was a lot of purging and a lot of itchy that you still gonna see me touching myself a little bit, but that's nothing compared to what it was. It was really, really intense itch, like I couldn't stop. Oh, it was awful. So I didn't do any uploads. I wasn't going to do today actually, but as I was resting here, because I'm recovering, I'm way better. uh, I got some mind shifts, reality shifts, healing shifts, whatever you want to call it. These days there's so many word trends, right? Words are so limiting. Like I said, I wasn't really gonna upload anything today, but I was resting. I felt this inspired action to do it. And that's why I'm here. And what I wanted to talk about, I've mentioned I've talked a couple things, in a brief ways. You do know, and I will say it again. This is all new for me, and I am to be on camera, and I look at myself, and it's crazy because this a couple months ago I was not able to do this in no such way, shape, or form. But I'm it says a lot, and of course you guys want to understand this too. You know what I mean? That a lot of healing, shifting, evolving within, and more it's about to happen. And what I wanted to talk today is, sorry guys, so what I wanted to talk today is part of my 1 year staying here in Costa Rica. With all my things got robbed, my passport, my documents, credit cards. Actually, I do have. I did kept one. You know what I mean? That my online banking that has saved me. Not saved me. That's just my ego now, my mind trying to rationalize. Everything happens for a reason. And so to say. First of all, actually, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to ask if you feel called to put a like and follow if you feel called to it. No pressure, no anything. It just will help me, and it will help others too. So if you feel called to it, please do so. And like I was about to say, this year here has, for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in being into the journey where whatever it may be, whatever there is, where in a journey where you set out of, you know, you wake it up, you know, you work to get out of a matrix, family constrictions, and you know, to heal yourself, and you get your bags, whatever money you have or whatever, you know, whatever way it is, you know, you set out into this journey, and you end up to be in some situation where you lose everything literally, and you know, you don't you know, like for example, not the same, but you know, can you imagine being in a international country where you lose all your stuff, you lose your passport, and you know, and you are in the hands of the universe, God, source, and your own hands, you know, because truly, this is no book reading. This is, you know, I have read about this. I, of course, you know, it's part of the journey too. But knowledge without experience, it's only knowledge. So you need to experience it to really awaken, to really understand who you are, to really heal, unlearn, release all the baggage that you have, you know, from, for me, 40 years of a life, you know, of as a I did travel the world a lot, but you know, it was a lot about it was all ego based, you know, it was all as a bodybuilder, fitness kind of guy, you know, it was all about the image, big muscles, and you know, about women, you know, but you know, you know, all this chasing of the things, you know, in an ego kind of way, you know, to be loved, to be accepted, to be wanted, to be desired, to be worthy. You know what I mean? It's all. Mm-mm. So 40 years, that's a lot. For me, there's a lot, and for many of you too, there is a lot. You know, and so, you know, you're gonna be in this journey. All that happens is because it's going to be really dark, it's going to be really painful, it's going to be really, you know, the utmost. You're going to be days that you're going to think you can't do it anymore. You know, you are exhausted. You will have you know, you will have certain thoughts, you know, that it just, you just want to, you know what I mean, but spirit is not going to let you do it, you know. I'm just, you know, but it will, everything's going to come across your mind, you know what I mean. And I'm sure you have, or you will, or you know, but you have to go through all this because this is a passage, so you can, you know, you can heal, you can unlearn, you can learn to love yourself, truly love yourself, you know. To love yourself, it's not you have the money in the bank, you have all these good things, and you know, you take care of that, you know, and you have the money to go to, that's yeah, that's love, that's a part of, but that's not really love yourself without nothing. To know how to love yourself for who you are, all your pain, all your, you know, all of this, and to know that you are loved by the universe, by God, by source, that is within you. It is, we are gods, we are goddesses, you know what I mean. We have this omnipotent power within ourselves. It's just the Father is greater than ourselves, than I, than you, you know. But of course, He is everywhere, you know, nature, in the stones, in you know, in the sand, in the air you breathe, you know, is everywhere. So, you know, it's a ritual passage, so you can understand all of this, all that you are from within, and to understand to that we are, you know, that our mind is, our egos, our wounds and our traumas are, you know, really what holding us back, you know. This is about judgments or anything, you know. It's just because, you know, it's part of it. That's the way we brought it to be. And, you know, to think it's the only truth when the truth is so far beyond anything, really, you know. And it's not just to be, you know, I will speak in many different, whatever, perceptions, energetic kind of ways, but you know, this is not about, you know, it's not in religion or in a religion kind of sense, or, you know, you can look at things, you know, into a spiritual way, you know, and into a, you know, for me, you know, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I look at things into a spiritual way. That's who we are. We are spiritual beings in this amazing, beautiful, powerful, God man-made vessels that we have. No matter what they look like, no matter what they are, you know. But then you have the scientific kind of. You have the scientific way too, you know, which I'm quite interested to. You know what I mean? You know, I'm understanding about quantum physics and, you know, metaphysics and, you know, the Kabbalah, the Hermetica, you know, and all is mind. And it is true, through this year I have experienced so many things, and it was so hard for the mind to accept that the ego, you know, there was so much, you know, ego, fear, base, you know, family wounds, family attachments, all the, you know, all that kind of rubbish, you know what I mean, that we are challenged to release it all, you know. So this to say is, if you are in this journey, know that you always, until you are fully in your power, until you are fully knowing who you are, not the body, not the mind, not the clothing, from within, until you fully recognize, not just by reading the books, you really experience it. And you have to experience it, you have to go through a lot of things, and, you know, heal it, and and to understand it, you know, how our mind works, you know, then our mind, because those wounds and traumas, our minds, that's you know, what we have inside, that's what our reality is going to project, you know. So a lot of the things that I've been going through was all projected because of my wounds, my fears, my traumas, my mother wound, father wound, you know, and many other things, you know, that eventually I will express in the right time. so I want you to know that throughout your journey, you're always gonna be you're always going to be protected no matter what. You trust, you don't give up, you go through it, you feel it. When you're not feeling well, when you need to be alone, whatever you're going through, go feel it so you can purge it, so you can release it, and it will be just keep in mind whenever you're having those moments that, oh, I'm just so exhausted, tired, I can't do this anymore. Just hold it and keep remembering that you had a lifetime. I have 40 years of it. So it's not black and white. It's it's not, we can always bypass. For me, the universe, God, source, it wasn't meant to me to bypass. I had to go through. I had to go through it. There was no. The only plant medicine that I did was ayahuasca and mushrooms, which the mushroom, they really, it was very similar with the Madaraya, very very similar, and it was always like unconditional love. But what they always keep well, with Madaraya, I always kept, it was like unconditional love, you know what I mean? And mushrooms, I kept the sense, connect with your heart. And that's what we all need to do. That's what we all, if there's a purpose in this lifetime, for anyone, is to connect with your heart. Connect with your heart. Unconditional love. It's all about unconditional love. And one of these, I always want, before all this started, I asked, unconditional love. I am all about unconditional love. I am all about unconditional love. And that's what I kept saying, and I keep saying it. That's who I am about. But what I don't think people don't understand, the time is, like everything, there's both sides. There's the duality. There's the light. There's the darkness. I'm sure you know. In unconditional love, meaning, okay, you want unconditional love? I'm going to show you unconditional love. Because unconditional love is not just to love the light. It's not just to accept and be nice to those who do good to us. You don't need to. It will come to you. You are in this journey for a reason. And for me, is even a person that treats you, does you the worst of things that are like, I have experienced in the beginning since I was here. You look at that person and you have no hate, you have no resentment, you have compassion, forgiveness, and you know that there's the physical of her, and then there's the spiritual part of her, no matter what. And she, we are all together, we are all part of one, So you will come to that conclusion, to that understanding, inner understanding. And unconditional love, you're gonna have to learn that too. It's not just all the hunky-dory, beautiful, you know what I mean? So then you can speak and talk about unconditional love. You have the right, after you have the knowledge, you have the understanding, you have the experience about it. So that's one thing, part of this journey for me and for many of you for sure. Uh, and to learn that you truly create your reality. Your thoughts, how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, how you see about yourself. You know, I have made, you know, I've made it all pretty harsh. Just to give a perception. But I've lived here for a year. I think about this a lot. I've lived here for a year with, no money, and every time I'm just so much to be grateful. I have this blessing of place where I am at this moment. Where wow, it'll be remembered for a lifetime because this is only a season here. I know this for sure, and I'm working on bigger things, bringing bigger things, bigger realities, into my life. As we are worthy of all, we are always worthy. And I keep saying this. I have a sense that I probably told a couple times, but yes, I am going to travel the world, keep traveling the world, and in a different reality, in a different reality mindset. And so yeah, and can you imagine? It's certain people, they'll say, oh, you lucky, whatever, da, 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 da. Um, it's not lucky. I can't fathom. That's the word. Find the right words to express how gratitude I am, for everything that I have and everything that I've been supported. So be always grateful for the little things, and trust that it's coming. It'll come a point where you realize that you have all this power in you, and you can change your reality. Change your reality. Bring forward the things that you need. Fill your cup. Connect with your heart. Know this divine, unlimitless power that you have to bring forward anything that you want into your reality. And share with others. Support others. Unconditional loving. We are here, no matter the purpose that you may have, to help. You are entitled to everything, but it's all about unconditional love. You want unconditional love in your life, you need to give unconditional love in your life. You want people to be more kind to you, you be more kind to the people. You want to be more loving, people to be more loving to you, you be more loving to the people. It's all reflects on you, what you feel inside. That was one thing I didn't understand, because there was just too much inside me. You know what I mean? Too much drama, too much pain, too much fogginess about everything. And that's why you need to connect with your heart, and yeah. You need to have that love, you need to have that connection within you to know who you are, and what you want what you want for you, what you want for yourself from out of the world. You need to give it back it the same way so it can reflect on you. The world, it's only a reflection of us from within. What you believe it is, so shall be it. So yeah, it's been 25 minutes. It's been quite a. I've been wanting to do shorter videos, but I guess it is what it is, right? Let's not force it. But yeah, so I wanna change things. I do, but bear with me. I am at the beginning of this, getting used to it and be comfortable to be on a camera, be able to talk about other things, you know. And if you do need support, help, mentally, spiritually, physically, you can message me, you can connect with me. There is my Instagram there, or you can drop a comment, you know what I mean. And at the same time, if you feel called to drop a comment here, please do so. Let's let's grow as a community, an online community. Be supporting of each other, unconditional loving, and helping each other, right? And at all different levels, the best of our abilities, right? It's not just about it's about giving. So let's give. Okay, let's give support. So guys, I'll leave you guys for now. I will speak with you guys tomorrow, if that be so. I would like to do something different. Well, I did do something different today. We are in my place. Yeah. I'm really grateful, for those who have connected here and those who haven't yet and will in the future, throughout this amazing journey that we all having. Okay, I'll send you much love, much gratitude, and we all got this. Okay, don't give up. Much love.